Hi, it's Kari from Dusty Bunnies. I'm having kind of a lazy day today, so I decided that it was time to sit down and do another video blog. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the typical things that I find when I go out looking for stuff. Now, one of the things that I really specialize in is books. And a lot of times I go out specifically looking for books because books are where I sort of make my most consistent money, and it takes the least amount of work, actually. So people will typically, when they are wanting to get rid of books, they will take them either to Goodwill or they'll try to sell them on a garage sale. They might be in a book club and swap them or swap them online, which you can do at paperbackbookswap.com. I've actually I did that for several years, and it was great. You send out your books to people who want them, and you pay the postage when you send them out, but then you get books back that you want, and you don't have to pay anything for them. So typically you save about half, probably even 2/3 of what you would pay on a new paperback these days by doing something like that. What I do is I pick up books either in free piles, or if I can get a really good deal at a garage sale, I will do that, and I will take them home and I will look them up on Amazon and post them. And then I will, if they're not worth a lot of money on Amazon, I will also take them to half-price books, or occasionally if they're older and I think they might be something that someone on eBay might be interested in, I will post them on eBay first before I take them to try to sell at half-price books. And half-price books their outlets are in a lot of different cities around the country, and they take books not only that they want to resell, but they will take all of your books. So typically this is my last stop for books, and I will bring them in and they will evaluate what they want and want to sell and give me a certain amount for that, which isn't a ton of money, but it's some. And then they will take the rest off my hands. I don't have to, cart them back out to my car and take them to Goodwill or something. They will donate them, or in some cases they recycle them just because there's so many. So I wanted to talk a little bit about books first. This weekend I was able to find this fun book. It is Laura's Album, a remembrance scrapbook of Laura Ingalls Wilder, and it is a lovely hardcover book. It's created to be read by anyone probably with a fairly, basic vocabulary, but it's also of interest to people who, like me, read all of these books when I was in grade school and reread them. I never watched the show. Well, I did occasionally, but I didn't watch it as some people did. That was their first introduction to Laura Ingalls Wilder and the Little House on the Prairie books or story. But I read them avidly, and I remember all of the drawings, which they have versions of in here. So this book is in great shape. You can see that it is clean. It has no writing except for a small pencil mark in the corner up here. The gutter here is together, and the cover of the book, once you take the dust cover off, is in pristine condition. All of the pages are clean. The one thing that is, you notice there's a small tear here on the corner, and typically I will put that in my Amazon listing. So this book listed for about $4 on Amazon. So hopefully I will be selling this one, and if not, I actually have a few friends or a few people in mind who this might be a good gift for. So that's the other thing that I do, is that when I have a book that I have found that either isn't going to sell or that I'm particularly interested in as a gift for a family or a friend, I will hold on to that and I will give that to them as a gift. So, for instance, I went out this weekend and I went to a garage sale. Now, I don't typically go to garage sales because that means that you spend money, and any amount of money you spend on books is a risk, honestly, if you're going to be reselling them, because the amount of money that they are worth on Amazon can be fairly small. People will sell things on Amazon for as little as a penny, and basically just take the shipping fees in income for that book. And I can't do that because I'm not a large bookstore and I don't have shipping discounts of any kind. Even with book or media mail rates, I tend to lose money if I sell anything for under $2. So if I have a book, it has to be worth more than $2 on Amazon for me to list it there. But I went to this garage sale and I found a book that I am going to give to one of my parents, or maybe both of them. It might be a two-person gift for probably Christmas. I'm guessing that's the next big holiday for which I don't have a gift for them. So it'll probably be a Santa gift or something on Christmas, and it's a topic that I know that they would like. The book is in great shape. There's no writing on it, and so I'm really excited to be able to give that to them. In that case, I was willing to pay money, and I also got some other books at the same time, and the amount that I paid for all of the books, in my mind, was worth what the book would be worth if I were buying it. I mean, it's worth more than that if I were buying it from a regular bookstore, but I paid the extra amount because I knew that it was a gift, and so I wasn't counting that as necessarily something against my income, even though it was actually paying for a bunch of other books. It turns out that there was another book in that sort of grouping that I grabbed from the garage sale that was worth $14 on Amazon, so I more than made back anything I spent at the garage sale anyway. So that was pretty cool. So that's books. I tend to look for hardcovers because they tend to have a sort of a smaller distribution than the paperbacks, and they may be worth more. I also will look for something that is specialized, like I have found a book on Hanukkah lamps of the Judah El Magnus Museum, which is a Jewish museum here in Berkeley, and it's actually the what I'm using to block my screen again so that I don't get confused by the image in the screen. But it's a beautiful book and it's worth about $10 on Amazon, and I got it for free. So that's great. One of the things that this weekend was a challenge for was that we've had some rain recently and we had a lot of dust. So, and I'll show you this as an example. When I was out around this yesterday, actually, I found some coasters. These are from the 1980 American League Championship for the Kansas City Royals, and you can notice this actually has some cup ring on it. It's stone, so this will clean off really easily, but it's to illustrate the point that with rain and wind, and just stuff being left out, or people cleaning out their houses and putting stuff on the curb, that you will run into some stuff that is pretty nasty sometimes. It's dirty or it's dusty. So I highly recommend that you go out and buy yourself some baby wipes unscented. Now these are a generic brand from Target. I don't care what brand you buy, but either this or something like hand sanitizers or whatever, because if you're handling stuff, your hands are going to get dirty, and there might actually be some mold and stuff. If you want to, you can even wipe it off before you put it in your car, although that might take a while. So I typically carry these in my car now, and I probably should get some gloves as well. The last thing I wanted to share with you about going out and finding stuff is that when I sell stuff on eBay, sometimes it's not worth a whole lot of money, or I'll find that it's not when I go on there. So, especially a used item. So I will typically find things sometimes to bundle together in what's called a junk drawer lot. And lots are simply, a bundle of items, a bunch of different items that you put in together. And right now what I'm working on is I'm working on a sort of pagan bundle, because I have a whole bunch of things that are related to tarot and divination and pagan stuff. I'm also working on a Hello Kitty bundle, and I thought I'd show you this. I found this in a free pile. I also have a desk file sorter that I'm going to add to this, and a couple of other things, so that when I list the junk drawer lot, I will probably typically start it out at a $5 bid and go from there, go down from there if it doesn't sell. So this is a good way as well to kind of sell things, that if you find smaller things and they're things that people like Hello Kitty is very popular even among adults, and the new stuff goes for really, really expensive, but something like this might not be something that someone would buy individually on eBay, but as a part of a lot, they might be interested in getting this as a collectible. So I think that that's all for today. Wow, this goes fast. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to my channel, and then you will get updates when I post new videos. Okay, it's Kari again from Dusty Bunnies on Etsy, and I hope you have a good day. Bye!